Just cracked open this book, African Holistic Health by Layla O. Africa. Read something interesting. I want y'all to peep. Niggas love saying we all the same, but that's a load of shit. Load of crock. We're different. We connected. We all humans, presumptively, but within that human race, there are distinctions. You cannot teach black people on the basis of European construct. You can't teach Europeans on the basis of black construct. That's just the way it is. We are different. None greater, none lesser than, but we are different. And then I just want y'all to listen to this. Blacks have specific biochemical, nutritional, and dietary needs. These nutritional needs arise because blacks are melanin dominant and have specific bodily differences as compared to less melanated races. For example, over 70% of black people worldwide cannot digest cattle milk. I'm a part of that 70. Make my stomach hurt. Bad. Don't fuck with it. Never no more. In addition to intestinal flora, bacteria, virus, fungus, and yeast that naturally live in black people's intestines are unique to blacks. Subsequently, blacks assimilate food in the intestines differently as melanin provides the efficiency of carbohydrate digestion. So we don't process food the same due to our melanin count. Inside melanin, it's not just skin tone. You have neuromelanin and other faculties inside the body that possess melanin. If you're melanin dominant on the outside, it implies you're melanin dominant on the inside. Melanin is a fucking gem. All of life consists of melanin, so you should know that by its importance. But let's continue. Despite centuries of eating a non-African diet and living in Caucasian-controlled countries outside of Africa, the African's intestinal flora remains the same as it was in the ancestor stomach 2,000 years ago in Africa. Melanin, black color pigment, is obviously most abundant, dominant in blacks. This melanin aids in protecting blacks from the ultraviolet rays from the sun. Common sense right here. Our melanin prevents us from skin cancer. White folks are more susceptible to skin cancer. They have to wear shit like sunblock in order so they can avoid the UV rays. But when you have melanin, you can process those UV rays and use the sun for benefit, not for detriment. It's like a catalyst to the consciousness around us. Okay. The melanin aids in protecting blacks from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. It also increases the speed and storage of nerve and brain messages. Speed and storage of nerve and brain messages. Process information faster with melanin, and well, increasing the storage. I don't know how. I don't know, we process it. I don't know the whole spectrum. You get a more spectrum, more of the electromagnetic spectrum with melanin when they say storage increases the storage. I don't know. Africans have the largest midbrain and have more harmony between the left and right hemispheres of the brain, more fast twitch muscles, and the highest amount of vitamins and minerals in the body as compared to other races. The black woman's vagina is longer. The minor lips of the vagina are longer, and breast milk has higher nutrients as compared to women of other races. This is why in slavery, a lot of those white women was having black women breastfeed their babies. They knew about some of this shit. The black woman's birth canal is the most efficient and sealed tighter. Black people's blood crystallizes differently from Caucasian bloods. These are some of the many reasons why blacks have a unique biochemical, nutritional, and medical and dietary need. So let's look at the chart now. This is why we can't live off Western European construct. Europeans can live off European construct, but Africans cannot. Traditional African diet, fiber, 8 times higher than Caucasian processed food diet. So if you're eating Caucasian processed food, McDonald's or from the grocery store, that's not natural and not whole foods, then you might be 8 times as deficient in the fiber category. Digestive tract might be fucked up. Sodium, 1/6 of the processed food diet. So if you eat the European processed food diet, you probably are consuming 6 times as much as sodium. Think about it in the black community with heart failure, and hypertension, problems of that nature, high sodium problems. Calcium, 7 times higher than processed food diet. So you're not getting enough calcium, enough bone strength if you're eating a processed food diet, right? And a part of that is getting some sun. Phosphorus, 5 to 8 times higher than processed food diet. So again, you're gonna lack calcium, phosphorus, and fiber with a processed food diet, and you're gonna have excess sodium. So this leads to being nutrient deficient and excess sodium sufficient. Higher levels of water and fat soluble vitamins. So you need higher levels of water and fat soluble vitamins such as vegetables and shit. Uh, Sunlight, key. Again, 80% more sunlight stimulant for the pineal organ. Our pineal gland requests the sunlight. That's the consciousness that our brain needs. Europeans' pineal gland is calcified, so they lack melanin in that area. Black people, they have decalcified pineal glands for the most part, and sunlight is provided as a stimulation for that pineal gland. 90% higher water intake. We need water. 80% higher vegetables and fruit. We are vegetarian by nature, it seems. 15% organic animal flesh. Includes insects was eaten during cultural. So only 15% of the animal flesh. We overconsume meat. The Eurocentric diet is common sense. In the Ice Age, you had to fend for your food. It wasn't vegetation. All of this shit is common sense. But all of this shit is suppressed in European construct. So if you've learned through college and K through 12 system on how to eat and you're black, you've learned ass backwards how to eat. Breast milk. Cow's milk is indigestible. Cow's milk is indigestible. So if your baby eating breast milk, they're already being set up for failure. Causes cold, allergies, diseases, and mood swings. You can look up a kid being breastfed compared to a kid being put on Enfamil and the comparison of sickness. All right, continue. Milk. This is key. It's almost like Afrocentric health 101, holistic health, is don't drink cow's milk. Protein total 1.5 human, and cows is 3.5 to 4. So you're over pumping your child with protein if they have cow's milk, or over pumping a human with protein. We don't need that much. Casein 50 to 82, so you're over pumping that. Whey 60, humans 18. Watery part of milk contains lactose, vitamins, minerals. So this contains the good parts of the whey you're lacking with cow's milk. Calcium ratio is less with cow's milk. So cow's milk does not make your bones as strong as human milk does. Common sense. Vitamin A, you're lacking with cow's milk compared to human's milk. Niacin, I think that's a form of vitamin B, you're lacking. Vitamin, you're lacking. And the reaction in the body of a human milk to a baby is alkaline. The reaction to a body for a human baby with cow's milk is acidic. Acidic causes the blood to be less alkaline, and it increases sickness. This is all common sense, but it's all suppressed through European construct. I just cracked this book open. This is the beginning stages, but we got to get back home to learning about ourselves so we can treat ourselves. A sick black person does no good for the diaspora. A person eating a European diet does no good for helping empower black consciousness, because we can't reach our full state of consciousness without our full health. And we got to go back home to obtain that health. Point blank period. It's your boy Dan.